Hello and welcome back to the Awaken Your Inner Warrior course. I am Andy Bryan from Awaken Your Soul Pathway, and today within this video I'm going to be sharing with you a story about what it means to awaken your inner warrior and live that each and every day. Today I'm going to share with you a story about Dan Millman's Peaceful Warrior as we connect with his book as well as his film. So for those of you who haven't read the book or seen the movie, then I'd recommend that you skip this video and come back to it later. But I would recommend you either watching the film or reading the book, because it's an absolutely incredible story about what it means to connect with your inner warrior and to awaken to all the different aspects within yourself. For me, it helps me connect with my own soul pathway, my own journey, so that I could understand the challenges and obstacles that I was facing each and every day, so I could truly connect with who I am as I awaken, as I said, to all those different aspects within me. So let's look at what it means to awaken your inner warrior through the eyes of the Peaceful Warrior and Dan Millman's incredible book and film. So Dan Millman was a man that was very much a gymnast who was competing to become an Olympian gold medalist. He was at college at the time, and he fought every single day to get to where he wanted to go. He pushed and pushed and pushed in order to be the best athlete and gymnast he could ever be. He approached it from very much the place of the egotistical warrior, to be the better, to bring home the prize. And this is what the ego consciousness of the warrior is all about. Though during his time of being that warrior that fought to get where he wanted to go, he found himself struck by a difficult and challenging time when he landed and he broke his leg. When he went to the doctors, they said to him that he would never walk again, let alone be a gymnast or even be a part of the Olympics. This completely shattered his dreams, and not only his leg. And he found himself in a place of disrepair. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know where to turn to. This is very much what happens within our soul pathway. We go through that soul awakening experience. As a warrior, we battle and fight to get to where we want to go. And then something strikes us. Something hits us in our deepest of wounds. And we have to find some way to repair it. In this instance, that was Dan Millman's Peaceful Warrior. Found himself lost, alone, didn't know where to turn, as this was his career, this was his life, and this was his well-being for his future. So through those moments of disrepair, he found himself searching for what he truly wanted in his life. And as he stepped into connecting with his true and unconscious self, he started to notice patterns within his life, connect with his intuition, connect within his inner guidance. And he noticed that there were people on his journey and soul pathway that were there to support him. One old man was his spiritual guide and his mentor, who taught him the most important spiritual lessons that he could take on board and to become that truly awakened warrior. He learnt to connect with his inner self. He learnt to meditate. He learnt to be at peace. He learned what it meant to compete, but for the love of competing. Not to be the better man, but be to the better person for himself and for those around him. And though his dreams were dashed, he still fought to get to where he wanted to go. But instead of from that place of ego consciousness, he started to step into his unconscious self and learn about who he truly was. And each and every stage of his journey and his soul pathway forged him into the person he was to become. His mentor and guide then pushed him on his journey, pushed him on his path, to get him further and further on his mission. He started looking at competing again, but this time from a place of what was true and right for him. His mentor would guide and support him, give him the lessons and learnings to become the man he truly wanted to be. He grew in confidence, he grew in stature, and he's truly started to become confident within himself because he knew himself. He also started to balance out that masculine and the feminine aspects within himself. The masculine was still striving for where he wanted to go. He still wanted to compete. He still wanted that goal and attainment. But he was also connected with his inner world and his inner feminine, where he connected with his inner emotions, his feelings. And he balanced out both the masculine and feminine aspects within himself, as then he strived further and further to be that better man, to bring into union that masculine and feminine, to be who he truly was. And soon enough he stepped on that stage. He stepped on that stage and he competed for what he never thought he could ever compete in. And I do believe he came back to win an Olympic medal. It may have been a gold, I can't remember exactly what medal he achieved, but what an incredible accomplishment. He brought home that medal, and he brought home the most important medal you could ever take, and that was connecting with his true self, his soul essence, and he began to love himself. And that was a union of the masculine and feminine within himself. And he became that peaceful warrior as he strived to live and be that every day. And now from a place of higher consciousness, it's not about himself and his own soul pathway, but it's about the collective consciousness and about those people he can help and support along the way, to guide them on their way, to get them to where they want to be. And this is what it truly means to become an awakened warrior, living by your higher self, connecting with each and every aspect of your soul, your ego, yourself, and your shadow. And Dan Millman, without a doubt, battled those demons, connected with his unconscious self. And he also integrated his ego into one as he became whole within himself. So that for me is an incredible journey of what it means to awaken to that inner warrior. I hope you have found that to be valuable. And over the next section, we're going to be looking at, modeling different aspects of the divine feminine and also the divine masculine, so that we can start bringing them into union. But we're going to be looking at it from an unconscious self. So your unconscious drivers, motivations, and beliefs. We're going to be looking at how they start to merge into one. If you have any questions or comments, please be sure to contact me at andy@awakenyoursoulpathway.com. And as always, I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning into this course. And I wish you all the best on your journey and soul pathway to awakening your inner warrior. Thanks for listening. And I will say bye for now.